so I can't even say that he's a good dad.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry, I was watching some YouTube in the background. Shout out to Strong Mommy Chrissy, because baby girl, what you going through, it couldn't be me. But, alright, yes. Hey, Minute Maid. Just throwing this out into the universe. I love your lemonade. Sponsor me. No, I literally love this lemonade. It's the bomb, besides Chick-fil-A's, of course. But, okay, so, as you see by the title, oh, before I get started, welcome to my channel, Lovely Sambo's Life. I am Samantha, if you didn't know, if you are new. I am representing for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Save the Tatas. I'm a big supporter of that, as all men and women should be. What these curls doing? Y'all see that glow? Y'all see that glow? It's the illuminator. Okay, so be sure to subscribe to my channel, press the like button, and always feel free to comment. Let me take a deep breath, because this is a rather don't cry yet, Samantha. This is a touchy subject for me. As you see by the title, I will be sharing with you guys the tragic death of my father. Okay? So, yeah, just give me 1 second and let me gather myself. Okay, so, let's see, where do I even start? My daddy. My daddy was killed in a tragic, unexpected, of course, car accident in 2007. I'll start with the backstory of my daddy, okay? I am a daddy's girl. I'll be showing pictures somewhere here in the video just of, you know, of my dad. Just being transparent with you guys. So to anyone that's ever lost a parent, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna probably cry. Okay? I'm making this video because actually my dad came to me in my dream this morning. So it was on my heart, like, and it was already on my list of things to do a story time on. The tragic death of my father. I have it on my my memo list. So I was like, okay, this is what I should be talking about today. So, to anyone who's ever lost a parent or anyone close to them that they love, too glossy on that side. You're not alone, and over time, it gets better. I promise it gets better. Okay, so my daddy was a great dad. My daddy is the reason I'm so strong. My daddy was a hard-working man. My daddy has 7 children. 1 African-American that he had before my mom, but we're all, you know, we don't do that half sister, half nothing. My dad has 7 children, 6 by my mom, and 1 by a woman previous to my mom. He raised us all together. There was never, you know, any favoritism, any of that. My dad, anybody that knows my dad, sorry guys, hold on. Anybody that has ever encountered my dad, still to this day, now my dad was killed. I'll get into how he was killed. Anybody that has ever encountered my dad, even to this day, if I run into some of his friends, they're, oh, Jundale, you Jundale's daughter. He was such a good man, such a good man. And I'm not saying all this just because he's my dad. This is confirmation from people that he affected. He was a good man. He was good people. You know, you just come across people in life that are just good people. You know what I'm saying? That's loyal, that, you know, they got your back. And that was my daddy. He was a good father. And that was a lot of why people respected him. He was a damn good father. What else? I just loved my daddy. I was always been a daddy's girl. It's just so much. Okay, so let's fast forward to the tragic death of my dad. I was 20 years old, so I was an adult. I don't have daddy issues. My parents, both of my parents have always been in my life. There's always been a lot of love. I've never felt unloved by anybody. Like, I don't have like daddy issues. I don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't. My dad was always in my life, and that's just how it was. He just didn't play about his kids or his baby girl. And I'll give y'all some stories on why that confirms he did not play about his daughters. Like, my dad tried to keep me on lockdown. He knew he had a pretty girl, and then I have 3 other sisters, and man, he was hard on us. But looking back, I see why, you know, like, yeah, I see why. And I would never want to have a little me. Hell no. But anyway, okay, so my dad was killed April 2007. I was 20 years old, okay? I woke up to a knock on my door. It was actually my ex at the time that I'm still great friends with, Shannon. Shannon, if you watch this, I love you still. And you played... I can't show y'all my ugly cry. Shannon, you played such a big role in helping my family during that time. So, shout out to Shannon Stewart. And condolences to you also. You just lost your mom. Okay, get it together. Got a knock on the door. Got a beat on the door, actually. A phone was shoved in my face by Shannon. And it was my oldest brother, Steven, on the phone saying, Manny. Manny is my nickname. Fun fact. M-A-N-N-Y. Saying, Manny, he's gone, Manny, he's gone. I'm like, what? And mind you, I used to be a party girl. I was 20 years old, probably had partied all night at the strip club, so I'm still kind of like drunk, to be honest. Like, oh, is this a dream? Am I drunk? Dad gone. Stevie was yelling that in my ear, so I just remember running out my door, getting in Shannon's car. Shannon drove me to where my family was. I was in Little Rock at the time. I lived in Little Rock, Arkansas at the time. And my dad and my sister, they all lived in Morrilton. Okay, I was making sure I was still recording. Morrilton, Arkansas. That's where the accident happened. I remember just crying in the floor of his car. He was going like so fast. Shannon, my ex-boyfriend at the time, got me there. I was just going crazy. Like, no, I just went crazy. Think about getting a phone call that your dad is dead or, you know, got killed. I just remember I lost my mind. I literally lost my mind from that day forward. For years, I had lost my mind. I went crazy. like mentally crazy. Because my dad was my best friend. I was very protective of my dad. For instance, like, my dad was quite the ladies' man. And, you know, I would always screen his girlfriends, like, who is that? Who is that? You know, who is that? But it was almost like they had to pass the test with me to even be with my daddy. But shout out to Jennifer. Jennifer, you was a good girlfriend. And Miss Terry. I loved Miss Terry. I loved me some Miss Terry. Those are some of my dad's girlfriends. But yeah, that's just an example of just how close we were. It's almost like we were an old married couple. Like, I was so protective of my dad. And most daddy's girls, that's how they are. You know, it's not like some creepy shit. It's just like, you're just protective of your daddy. And like, you know, that's my daddy. You know, trying to take my place. You know, it was that feeling as like a young, like a teenager. Like, who is this woman trying to come up in here? You know. So, yes, I got the phone call. Shannon got me there. I remember just going crazy. My body just going crazy in, like, the passenger seat floor. Like, no, 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 no. Got there. They drugged me in the house. You know, all my brothers and sisters, well, most of them were there. My oldest sister, oh, and I hate this to this day for her. She had to identify his body, and that traumatized her so bad. Yeah, she had to identify his body. She lived in the same town as him at that time, so she was the first person that, you know, the morgue or the hospital called. So the actual accident, something so that could have been avoided. Something so like that's how God planned for my daddy to die. Like, that's it, you know? He was so strong and so tough, you know? He was driving to work, normal drive to work, early morning drive to work. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I might start crying again. Okay, so his early morning drive to work, commute to work. He was turning left at a four-way stoplight or stop sign. I've read the police report and stuff before, but it's been years. But I still have the gist of it. And a woman ran either her stop sign or red light and hit him on his driver's side. And the impact, like, hit his abdomen and his organs on his left side. And it killed him, like, on impact. Like, that's it. That's all it took to kill my daddy. You know, like... And then the sad part is, the even sadder part is, yes, the woman that killed my dad, yes, it was an accident and it was vehicular manslaughter. She never reached out to us. She never... She never reached out to us to even, you know, see, like, just to apologize. Like, if I accidentally killed someone, I would want to know, are they a father? Are they a mother? Do they have kids? I would want to reach out to their loved ones and apologize and show my condolences to them, you know? And I mean, I always forgave her. It's just the type of heart I have, but I would never understand that. I don't know what the woman looks like. I don't know anything about her other than she paid what they call it, wrongful death. Like we all got like $1,000 like months later. Like that money didn't, there ain't no amount of money gonna bring my daddy back. Fuck that shit. Show your face, show your respects. You know, you killed a man, yes, on accident. That's all the more reason to, you know, show your respects and condolences to this man's kids. You know, that's something that I'll die not understanding. Like, how could a woman, okay, yeah, you may have felt guilty, but that guilt should have motivated you to reach out to us somehow. And I know we had all her information, so I know she had all of our information. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's just something I never, like, I always wanted to see her face, you know? And I'm sure I could get, my sister has all the information, but I'm sure I could get, you know, her name and do research on her and, you know, probably find her on Facebook. You know, I don't know if she's dead or alive now. You know, it's been, what, 12 years, you know, almost 13 years. Like, you know, I could probably, you know, look her up and try to find her or something, but that should have been her place to try to find us, you know, and, you know, give us her apologies. But, you know, everybody doesn't have, you know, the heart that I have. Now I'm just speaking on how I feel about my dad's death and all of this. You know, I have 6 other brothers and sisters. You know, we all probably have our own, you know, ways that we feel about it. Now, I'm crying about this now because I'm talking about it. I've been let my dad rest in peace. It took me a long time. It took me years and years and years and years to finally grasp, let that man rest. Stop crying about it. Let that man rest in peace. Like, you know, the grief. Like I said, I went crazy. When I say I went crazy, I went mentally crazy. Trying to understand, like, why my daddy? Why my daddy? You know? Why my daddy? You know, I turned to drugs and alcohol and violence, physical violence, just projecting my hurt onto other people. And to anybody that in my past that I did that to, I apologize. I was just a very damaged young lady. But yeah, I don't like wake up and cry about my dad every day. But like I said, he came in my dream this morning, and that's been a long time. And in the dream, he was like bench pressing, and I asked him, this is the dream, I asked him, did you marry that woman? And he said yes. And I said, don't you take my baby around her. And he walked off. So it's like, when I woke up, I was like, either my daddy found love in heaven or he's still out there chasing women in heaven. So yeah, I text my brothers and sisters and, you know, just shared it with them. But it was very vivid. It was very vivid. He was like laying on a bench press, lifting weights. And my dad was like a strong man. He was a very athletic man. So I was like, oh my God. But yeah, that's how my dad was killed. I'm okay now. Like, I know that he's just my angel watching over me. The last time I really got sad about it is when I was pregnant with my son. That hurt me because he was such a good pawpaw to like my nephews that were already born when he was alive. He was like the best pawpaw ever to my nephews and nieces. Like, oh my God. And, you know, just thinking like he won't ever get to meet my son, but, and you know, in reality, like, he will. He sees him, you know, he's here with us, you know. yeah, and it makes me feel down when I think about my son not having a father like that. Yeah, that hurts a lot. Um, like that's all I ever wanted was like my son to have a dad like I had, and maybe one day he will when my son's dad, is released from prison. Um, yeah, yeah, that makes me sad to think that my son doesn't, have that fatherly figure right now. Yeah, but that, like I said, that's another story time I'm gonna get into. Um, so yes, that is the story of the tragic death of my father. Y'all got to see the ugly cry again. So to anybody out there that, sorry y'all, I just got to keep it real, man. When you cry, it's like all these fucking bodily fluids start flowing. But I just, if anybody out there has lost a parent or a loved one, or someone that they considered a parent, or some kind of role model in their life, God really does take the good people, like the good ones first. Like He really does. He really does. So sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to be too good, I don't want to go just yet. And I know that's a crazy thought to think, but I do. I think it, and it's just my truth. Like, I don't want to, like, keep me a little flawed out here in the world. I don't want to go just yet and leave my son, I couldn't imagine leaving my son when he's 20, or ever for that matter. But so yeah, I'm gonna end this video with a smile. What else? Yeah, like I said, I'll do a slideshow and show you some pictures of my daddy. Yeah, I miss that man. I miss him so much. Like, So yeah, for the record, no, I don't have daddy issues. My dad was always in my life. My dad was my best friend. You know, he had his flaws or whatever, but who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? But he never made me feel, he always made me feel so protected, and that's why I'm such a strong woman, and I can't just have any man. Like, if you're a weak man, like, I can't, because my dad was so strong. He was a hard worker. Yeah, like, I'm good without a man. I'm not one of those women. I was raised like, I don't need a man. Would I like a man one day? Yes. But I'm not one of those women that always has to have a man in her life, just to have a man in her life. No, I'm not like that. I'm not one of those women. Like, it's a gift and a curse, but one day, somebody will be able to handle this, handle all of this, handle all of that, but, yeah, he raised his daughters to be super strong women, and I'm grateful for that. Yeah, and that is the story of my daddy, my beloved daddy. Rest in paradise, rest in heaven, daddy. I love you so much. I miss you so much. Continue to watch over all of us, especially all of your grandbabies. Oh, it makes me cry even more. Sorry. When I think about all my kid and my nieces and nephews that I wish he could, be here with physically, like, man. But my brothers are like the epitome of him, so yeah, it's all good. I can look at them and see my dad all over again. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching this story time. Thank you for enjoying my ugly cry. Happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Anybody grieving over a loved one, stay down. Have faith. And I promise you it gets better. It gets better, okay? Just let them rest in peace. They're in a better place, okay? They're in a much better place than this realm of life, okay? Think about it like that. And thank you all. Subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And feel free to comment. Drop an emoji. And I love you all. Bye.